Rabat is one of Morocco's imperial cities since the rise of the Almohad dynasty. It was anointed as the kingdom's capital in 1912. It is located on a natural site with an exceptional beauty that offers on it a living environment of unparalleled softness. Proud of its millennium history and resolutely turned towards the future, it is today home to about 1 million inhabitants. By its beauty, its dynamism, its culture, its lifestyle, Rabat is really a capital city. It is difficult to imagine today what Rabat used to look like 3,200 years ago. The oceanside where the city would eventually spring from, full of mysteries and promise. The Bourgreg, a long quiet river, and the Oudayaz Kasbah, a still virgin headland. 3,200 years ago, Phoenicians were the first to settle there and create a city. But the Romans were the ones who made the Sala Colonia, established on the site of the current Shella, an active and prosperous city. During the 12th century, the Almohad Sultan Yaqub al-Mansur gave the city its significance. Yaqub al-Mansur undertook the construction of an imposing mosque, the Hassan Tower, which is Rabat's most recognizable landmark, though the minaret of this mosque was never completed. Shella Kasbah dates back to the 14th century. It is today a serene bucolic garden and one of Morocco's most romantic places. But the most invaluable jewel that history bequeathed to Rabat is unquestionably the Oudayaz neighborhood. As centuries pass by, this ancient Kasbah became a district where life is a pleasure, in shaded lanes where Arab and Andalusian influences mix. If the Oudayaz are the soul of Rabat, the Medina is its beating heart. It is a district of animated narrow streets where traders and craftsmen live. Behind some doors hide residences with unsuspected charm, like this 17th century house. The modern city developed after 1912, when Rabat became the capital of the Kingdom of Morocco. It is at that time that was designed the main avenue of the downtown area, which bears today the name of Mohammed V. To deal with its growth, Rabat had to build new districts. High Riyadh, with its daring architecture, is the business district of the capital since 1990. Bourgreg Valley, between Rabat and Saleh, is the mark of a true urban revolution which is changing the city and the life of its inhabitants. The banks of the river, formerly marshy, were recently developed to become a space for living, commerce and entertainment. A road tunnel of over 1 kilometer is being dug under the historical buildings of the Oudayaz. Moulay El Hassan Bridge, between Rabat and Saleh, will be demolished and replaced by a new structure. This new bridge will accommodate the upcoming tram. Rabat will be the first city in Morocco to have a tramway. 2 lines of about 20 kilometers will be operating in 2010. Beaten by the ocean, Rabat Corniche accommodates another major project. The old hospital will become a luxurious hotel, and all this 11 kilometers long picturesque strip will be dedicated to tourism, entertainment and culture. Fully assuming its role as a capital, Rabat is in the center of Morocco's diplomatic activity. It accommodates the embassies and major international organizations. Rabat is also at the heart of national political activity, hosting all the ministries' offices and the parliament. Another pillar of the political life of Rabat, the offices of the municipality. Rabat can also pride itself on being a capital of knowledge. It is in the center of the kingdom's intellectual life thanks to its universities, its grandes écoles, and its higher education institutes. Rabat is also a capital of knowledge thanks to this institute devoted to the Amazigh culture, and especially with the National Library, which opened its doors in 2008. In its settings of glass and white stones, it offers 300,000 works and a media library. For its economic development, Rabat is not banking on the heavy industries. In technopolis, the bet is on high-tech, offshoring, and new information technologies. A pole of intelligence dedicated to industries of knowledge. In Rabat, the trend was already to be green, even before the spread of the eco-philosophy. Nature occupies a paramount space in the city with these parks that invite you to take a leisurely stroll in the heart of Rabat. A clean and pleasant city as a living environment. In Rabat, it is a reality with the broad avenues and the abundance of places for friendly meetings. This 25 meters deep well is part of a large-scale pollution management project. It includes a water treatment plant and an offshore sewage outfall that will dispose of wastewater 2 kilometers off the coast. To improve the living conditions is also the struggle against unhealthy lodging. Rabat wants to offer decent lodging to all its population. The shanty towns are being eradicated and their inhabitants resettled. The Marmora forest extends around Rabat on 133,000 hectares. It is the green lung of the capital, and it is also the world's largest cork oak forest. With such an environment, it is not surprising that Rabat inhabitants take pleasure in maintaining their health by jogging in this wonderful park. Each year, several thousands of women are at the start line of the race of victory, organized in the streets of the capital by the ex-World Olympic champion Nezha Bidouan. Rabat has also premium-level sporting facilities, such as Moulay Abdullah Sporting Complex, with its 65,000-seat capacity stadium. Located 15 minutes from the city centre, the Royal Golf Club of Dar es Salaam is a 360 hectares field located in the heart of a forest. But it is not only a golf course, it is also a haven of serenity and peace. A walk around Rabat and you'll notice it. The city attracts more and more tourists, particularly to its traditional historical sites. Heritage tourism, but also seaside tourism. And with the new marina, Rabat and Salé affirm themselves as the nautical destination. The Bourgreg Marina can accommodate 220 boats. The boatmen who transport people and goods from one side of the Bourgreg to the other is one of Rabat's oldest operations. Operating since the 12th century, they are the custodians of the memory of the river. To accommodate tourists in the best conditions, Rabat has top-of-the-range hotels, whether for a few days of relaxation or for the organization of seminars and conferences. Rabat also proposes to its visitors exquisite hotels, riads in the Medina, or guest houses in a flowered park. Rabat is also world-renowned for its majestic carpets. 6,000 weaving looms are operated in the area. The most beautiful and most expensive carpets have 160,000 nodes per square meter. Monday and Thursday mornings, the craftsmen bring their handiwork to the carpet souk, where they are sold at auction. Near the city's edge, the potters of Uja district repeat the same gestures as they have through countless generations, and authentic culture is passed on and immortalized in the form of custom ceramics that have decorated Moroccan homes for centuries. The crafts production constitutes a significant part of the commercial activity of Rabat Medina. The stalls abound with treasures manufactured in small workshops or simply in the streets. The Archaeological Museum is a window into the memory of Morocco since its antiquity, through these objects discovered all over the kingdom. The Villa des Arts represents the jewel of the contemporary artist's heritage. More than a gallery, it is a place of creation, show and exhibition. The Villa des Arts shelters Africa's first virtual museum. Culture is also a living art in Rabat. Mohammed V National Theatre offers many shows. Drama, opera, dance music can be enjoyed at the Mohammed V Theatre, one of the most important culture institutions of the capital. Each year, Rabat accommodates one of the most significant music festivals of the African continent, Mawazin Rhythms of the World, which hosts the biggest stars of the music world. It also happens that Rabat and its inhabitants take it to the stage. The Karasina show, interpreted by young people in difficult conditions, brings back to life an old legend of the privateers who once invaded the Udayas. A people paying a tribute to its memory and its city.